Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing. Today I'm going to go ahead and swatch out my Caran watercolor crayons. I've had them for quite some time and I haven't used them. They are a luxury supply, I can tell you that for sure. So I thought I would go ahead and use my the new watercolor journal, Discbound journal that I created, and go ahead and use a couple of pages in that to swatch out these colors so that you can see how beautiful they are. And to be honest, so that I can see how beautiful they are. I've played with them just a tiny bit, but nothing to kind of justify why I even have them in my studio. So I thought if I swatch them out, I'll be more likely to use them and to think of them when I'm doing especially mixed media. They are a water soluble crayon, so you do need to keep that in mind when you use them. And so here I'm just writing the color names, and I'll put the description of the supplies I'm using in the description on my blog for this video. And so here at the first, I just did 4 colors at a time. As I move along the process, I do more colors at once just to kind of speed things up a little bit. And as you can see, they blend out just beautifully, just with a little bit of water. I am using a fairly kind of a medium kind of brush in terms of hardness. It's not super soft, but it's not super hard. So it's really breaking up that pigment really, really easily and not leaving a bunch of streaky lines, which can often happen with watercolor crayons as well as with watercolor pencils, Inktense pencils, things like that. So I was really quite surprised at how beautiful the colors blend out there. As you can see, I could go really dark and then I could blend out to a really faded color there. And so here I'm coming in with my second line. And I apologize, I did not hold the crayon, excuse me, up so that you could actually see the colors, but hopefully you can see it after I write them down. It was a fairly time-consuming process. There's quite a few crayons in this container here. But hopefully you'll get the general idea. At the end, I do show a close-up of the swatched colors, so you'll be able to see what they truly look like a little bit closer. I was just really surprised by how vibrant they are. That violet is just gorgeous. The cobalt blue is just amazing. I love it. I'm going to have to go back and look. That top line says purple and it's got a pink. So I think I might have wrote that one down wrong. So I'll have to go back and figure out what I did there. But it's all good. And so here is where I'm going to go ahead and write many of the colors down and save myself a little bit of time and then come in and scribble them out and then apply the water to activate the color. The pink was really quite gorgeous. I think it's fairly opaque, but I thought it would be beautiful for art journaling. And again, I haven't really used these. I tried to use them once on an art journal page, but I don't think I was applying them as they were intended. And so I didn't get the effect that I was expecting. So anyway, I do plan to use those more. They are a very precious supply. They're quite expensive and I bought them a long time ago. So I hope that you'll check them out. They're really a really beautiful product. And I loved this green. I can't even pronounce it. It doesn't look green on the screen though. It looks blue. So I don't know what I did. I may have to go back and look at these colors again and see what I was thinking or what happened here, because that's clearly not a green unless it's a blue with a green undertone. I'm not sure. So I apologize for that. Just human here. But the cobalt blue was absolutely gorgeous. And even this emerald green was really quite beautiful. I think it would be really pretty in a floral for some greenery. The periwinkle violet is just to die for. Love it. And the turquoise was super cool. I loved how that activated. And I don't know, they are a very good product. They meet the ASTM standards for light fastness and things like that. So, but I'll put some of that detail again on the blog with this video so that you can read up on that and that you can check out the products. Her line of art supplies are just always top of the line. So I don't think you can go wrong. You do pay a price for it, but they're high quality products. And I loved that lilac and even the salmon. I could see using the salmon in a mixed media piece for the skin tones. So we'll see. I'll have to give it a try, but there's a close-up of that. And I apologize for that mix-up on those colors. That clearly is not a green up there. So I'll have to go back and revisit that and see what happened. And I do need another sheet of paper because, again, there are a lot of colors in this set. The olive also is quite beautiful, and the light blue. And the black was really, really awesome too. Really, really opaque, very beautiful. And again, I mean, I'm working here on watercolor paper. Often these products will respond differently on different kinds of paper. So hopefully I'll have an opportunity to explore different kinds of paper to use these on so that I can show you how they respond and react on mixed media paper, how they respond, you know, on top of collage papers and things like that. So I look forward to playing around with that. The vermilion was really beautiful too. It is a cross between an orange and a red, and the scarlet was just awesome. The russet is a brown, kind of a reddish brown tone color, and the ultramarine was extremely vibrant. And the white I just did just because I want that color represented on my swatch sheet. Obviously, it doesn't show up, but I definitely want to try that in a mixed media, and perhaps in a journal, to see how I can use the white to accentuate a page and bring in some highlights and things like that. And the last color there is gray. I'm not huge on putting things in color wheel order. Maybe I'd be a better artist if I did. I'm not sure. So I just kind of randomly put these on this paper. I didn't put them in any kind of color order, as you can see. It doesn't bother me at all, which is kind of surprising as I'm fairly OCD. But when it comes to art, in many areas, I'm not quite as OCD as I am in other places in my life. But this was super fun to do. Again, just a fun, simple, easy way to kind of get into the art supplies, explore what you have, make sure that you're using what you have. I often clean my studio because I bump into things, I rearrange things, and then I put them in places where I'm more likely to grab them. That yellow green was absolutely gorgeous. I can't believe the vibrancy of these colors for being in a crayon form. They're really, really beautiful. And the russet was just a beautiful reddish brown. Really love it. And ultramarine is one of my favorite blues. In watercolor, I use a lot. And ultramarine is kind of my go-to blue. I know that this was a very simple and short video, but I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it will inspire you to get your supplies out and see what you got hidden in all your little nooks and crannies. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care. Bye-bye.